everybody? So, I have known about this guy for a while, and I knew that this guy was just a horrible YouTuber the moment I went to his channel, which it was a while ago. But when I see these interesting, like very interesting titles like Study Endgame First, I mean, sure, if you want to lose all your games in the opening and middle game, you're never going to get to the end game if you don't study anything other than the end game. Do not defend. Really? So you so if you're getting attacked, you don't defend? Okay, have fun getting checkmated with the scholars, mate. Do not attack? Okay, so sit there and do nothing and get shit on. Okay, we get it. You don't need openings? Well, this is kind of true, but it's not what it's not he doesn't teach it the right way. The principle of you not needing openings, it's just that playing because like you could just play like a setup like the hippo, and you could not know what that is, or you could just move your center pawns, nothing else really. Like it's somewhat true, but at a certain point you're just gonna get obliterated. And if this guy is trying to get you to 2000, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. And this guy, he cheats at chess. He has multiple banned accounts, and he changes the name and also tries to 404 error by reaching out to chess.com and try to delete their entire his entire account. But those that he can't delete, he changes the name and the flag of it. But if you go to a Wayback Machine, you will see that his account was his. And on Lichess, let's see if his account is still there. Pay chess. I think it was YouTube. Okay, alright. It apparently wasn't, but alright. It was something else. But he can't change the name of Alicia's account. You can delete it, but it also says that he violated the Alicia's terms of service. Now, let's actually go and read every single one of his titles. Besides the ones that are within the most recent week, just because this is when the cheating allegations have kind of started. And I've seen a Reddit post on all of his banned accounts. I'm like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. This guy kind of sucks. Beat basically everyone. Oh yeah, so when I say basically, I really mean you're gonna beat one person who's probably like doesn't care, not even trying. Probably gets like a 0% in all their classes. Fix this. This 19 minutes will teach you how to beat everyone in chess. Oh my god. Like, what is this clickbait? Also, this guy targets adult chess improvers. Do you know why he does this? This is the only good thing about this guy. It's his business. He is very good at business, apparently. Because adults in chess, they don't improve as fast as kids. And he knows, this little imbecile knows, that if he gets a kid being coached, I mean, even by him, I mean, he could coach a complete beginner, I am sure, because this guy's probably like 12. It's probably like 1,000 to 1,100. He could coach a complete beginner, but that kid is going to improve so fast and become so much better than him that he's going to get exposed. So he targets adults who can't learn as fast, and he puts them in group coaching sessions, to which he charges 99 freaking dollars a month anyways. I wasted years memorizing chess opening. You didn't memorize the chess opening, buddy. You claim you claim. Hold up, where's the analysis board? You claimed to have invented d4, d5, and knight d2. No, you did not. No, you did not. First of all, already black is better. Kind of. I mean, if you let it think long enough, it'll show black as a slight edge. And second of all, no, you did not. This is just the collie. Let's see if we fast forward a few moves. I don't know. Maybe go farther down the line. This is just a collie basically, with the bishops coming out here probably. You did not invent this. This has already existed. For example, like, I don't know, maybe here, 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 I don't know. I'm just making moves, but eventually you're just going to get into a collie, and I mean, it's just the worst version of it because you started with 92, which is the least flexible move, and not to mention that this allows your bishop to get cut off, but of course c5 is the better move because it's best to meet this with the bishop of your own. Of course, not now. It's better to pick between the two, and actually the engine thought it preferred that for a second. Point is, you did not invent this. And second of all, your content is ridiculous. How I brainwash? Like, what does this even mean? Wait, is this the game? No, I'm trying to find the. Where is the funny game? Yeah, see, it's literally a collie system. Look, he's literally just playing a collie. Well, I mean, I guess Combo Blanca did, but like, he's covering games of the opening that he likes. You're not bad. 7,500 hours? Buddy, if you spent 7,500 hours of studying chess, you should probably be above 2,200 without, needing an engine. Alright, what else we got? Beat literally everyone. I mean, he farms Capablanca. I don't understand. One habit that got me to 2,200 elo in chess? What is interesting? What is an interesting video that we can take a gander at? I will turn my volume up so that you guys can probably hear it as well. I love how he says chess is easy, and then he says chess is hard. This is funny. Does he show his username in this one? I love how he says don't attack, but in this game he is basically just attacking. Alright, I'm trying to find a very good one. Don't move pawns. He's moving pawns. How to win. Keeping you stuck. Losing at chess sucks. Yeah, it really does. It really, really does. Oh, the biggest myth? You know, let's watch, um, let's watch this one. Let's watch him. I now have more than 2,100 elo on chess.com. No, you don't, brother. No, you don't. Also, I'm gonna test to see if you guys can even hear this dude, but no, you don't. This account that you see right here, that shit's banned. This thing is banned. And going from around like 2050, 2100 to 2370, which is what happened with this guy in the span of a few months, is just honestly not possible at this guy's age. And especially considering he spent 7,500 hours studying chess prior to that. So if you didn't get it done then, you ain't getting it done now, especially in that kind of time. A very simple strategy. All right, what's the strategy? In this video, I will be teaching you that exact strategy. What's the strategy? Come on, man. This is something you can use whether you have black or white, and no matter what opening you play. Also, let's watch his eye movement. So he looks at a move. The eye movement is right at his screen, so his screen's probably about here. Let's watch where his eyes go in complicated positions. So I won't be focusing too much on the opening here. So the camera's up here, clearly. Middle game strategy that I will teach. Camera's where my mouse is here. First of all, what's on the screen over here? Advice for the opening, and that is to please keep things simple in your openings. Ah, yes, you're playing things simple. Meanwhile, you're like, why? Just why are you like doing this to people? You're stunting their growth with garbage advice. He's saying be solid. All right, let's see what move he plays. Center, as I did here on d5. Maybe back it up with a different pawn so it's protected. See if you can. So you want players to play solid, but you want them to play the Slav? Sir, do you know how much you need to do to be able to play the Slav and not just get obliterated? The Slav is great opening, but not when you don't know anything about it.
You can develop your pieces quickly. I develop my knight.
Oh, what's on the screen over here?
I'm going to develop this bishop, and I'm just looking to castle quite soon. So I'm pretty
Oh,
much
what you keep this? Your chess screen is over here, but what's over here? The camera's up here. What's over here, man? You look here before you make a move.
not looking for anything spectacular in the
Look at his
opening.
eyes. He's
I'm
looking.
just
This is where
following
his
opening
chess is.
principles. Put the pawn in the center,
Okay, a
develop the
move that was
pieces,
not obvious
castle.
was made.
You can play it in another way as well.
Where
You
does his
can
eyes
try to
go?
memorize things, but this keeps
He's
everything
looking
so
over here.
simple, and this
Okay.
is enough to reach 2000 ratings. So I keep things
All
very,
right. So
very
his eyes are
simple.
still over here.
So now we are getting into the middle game, and in my opinion, the middle game starts once you have castled. So now the
Oh,
question
that's well, your opponent is 1, 2, 3 moves away from castling. So I mean, that's a stretch, you know. In chess 960, there's some positions where you can castle on move one. Are you gonna call that a middle game, buddy?
is, what is the strategy, and how can you use
Oh,
this
you're looking
to
over here
start
now.
winning more
Let's see.
games?
You're gonna make a move
I was
immediately
just
now.
thinking, what is the difference between
Hey,
a
I'm looking over.
1000 rated chess player and a 2000 rated chess player?
I'll tell you exactly what that difference is. The 1000 doesn't get checkmated or panic when the moment an H pawn gets pushed at their king. And a 2000 is going to be way faster. They're going to manage their time a lot better. They're going to spot when you hang a piece. The majority times out of 10, usually about 9.8 out of 10. Sometimes they might miss something, but let's see what you think the difference is. Let's see.
The difference is just that the 2000 rated player, he looks at the board and he considers
So are you saying that girls can't be 2000? Because I mean, I could just point to some YouTubers like Anna Kramling or Dina Valenkaya, and they're above 2000. So
different moves. Because as you can see here, it is black to play. And we have so
what?
many moves, like h6, h5, like each of these
H5. Yes, handing a pawn to a queen to attack your king, which has basically no defenders because this knight is gone. Yeah, that's a move, man. That's definitely a move. That's
pawns
definitely a
can
move.
move twice.
Ah, yes, G5. Yes, that makes so much
The
sense.
bishop can move, I can move the king, I can move the knight to a bunch of squares, I can move the bishop. So pretty
Bunch of squares being 3.
much in any position, you just have a bunch of options. It's like between 20 and, let's say, like
Yeah, sure, but anybody with a brain can realize that handing a pawn in front of their own king on a line that you can't defend is not a good idea.
40 options, I think, that you have on every single move. And
No, not on
most of
every
them
single
are
move.
terrible. And strong players, they are just better at identifying which of those moves are good moves.
Yeah, that person is not you. Pointing out something like h5 is one of the first moves you can play.
Not necessarily the best moves, but just good moves. And that is what I will
Also, yes,
teach you here.
watch
You
this video,
need to
by the
be
way.
able
This
to
goes much more in
choose
depth on
between the
how he's cheating. I'm just analyzing his eye movement during the games because this guy is not strong enough to be a 2300 bot on his
many,
own.
many options you have, and
So
just
he's already
find
looked
good
over
moves,
here
solid
once,
moves,
so
moves that don't lose you the game. How do we go about that?
I'll
Well,
turn on
there is quite a
subtitles.
simple strategy that you can follow. First of all, if there is any check in the position, you need to consider it and you need to calculate it.
Oh, really? Well, there's no checks here, so what point are you trying to make? There's no checks for either side.
Here, we don't have any checks. The second one is if there's a capture
Congratulations, you
in the
realize that you don't
position.
have
So
a
if
check.
there's anything you can capture, you need to consider it and do a little bit of calculation.
There's only one thing you can capture, buddy. This.
There are no captures here. The third is if
Oh, are you sure about that? Are you sure? I mean, there's bishop takes d4. There's this. That's a capture. And you said we need to analyze that. So, let's see. Bishop takes, pawn takes. We can't attack anything with tempo, and we've lost 2 points of material. But this guy doesn't even see it.
if there are any attacks in the position, so just a move that you can do to immediately attack something, you should consider it. I don't think we have any of those here. And going
You have c5. That might do something.
through checks, captures, attacks will always help you if there is a winning move in the position to find that winning move.
Buddy, it's move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's move 6 black, and you're talking about winning moves in the Queen's Gambit declined. Buddy, you need to be mentioning this on later. Play your move already.
Here there is none of that. And when there are no checks, no captures, and no attacks that win you something, You just want to play a simple move that slowly improves your position.
Yeah, like
And there are a
bishop
couple of things you can
f5,
think about.
stopping the
The
bishop from
move
getting to the
I will
active
play
square
here is
against it.
pawn to c6.
Ah, yes, and now you immediately allowed the bishop here, sniping your king, which the defender is no longer there, and you're probably gonna get mated this game, but you are cheating, so.
And I will explain why I picked that move.
No, really, will you?
So
Let's
when
please
you don't
explain.
find anything with checks, captures, attacks, you just want to do something to improve your position.
This does not improve your position. Something like bishop f5, that improves your position because you're stopping your opponent from potentially having some Greek gift ideas. And if they go here anyways, you will just take. Or drop back, depending on what your style
And
is.
usually, the best moves, and I'm saying this from playing thousands.
c6 was not the best move. If you want me to go to Chess Vision AI, I can prove to you that what the heck? Okay, we're gonna go into the board editor here and actually edit the position to what it actually is. All right, and we're gonna put this back, and we're gonna say it's black to move. We're good? Yeah, we're good. Okay, and black to move. Oh, well, would you look at that? That move that I suggested earlier, c5, turns out to be the top engine move, and black is better. But it's almost like c6 sucks a little bit of cheeks. Now, you're lucky that it doesn't, like, almost lose, because you are just very behind, and you literally need to push pawns in front of your own king, but, I mean, you're cheating, so. Also, I have to wonder, did c6 show up as the top engine move for him? Because here, it's not that good. Like, it's better for c5, which is what I actually said at the start as my first recommendation. But did that show up as his top engine move?
Thousands of games and analyzing Grandmaster games, the
Yeah, I
best
think I
moves
may have.
are usually actually quite simple to find. They
Oh,
are
really?
either piece moves,
So when Grandmasters play something like the King's Indian Defense, which is a very imbalanced and space-lacking opening, is that simple to follow? I mean, the Grandmaster did it. Grandmaster's better than you, probably. I mean, actually, probably not. You're probably better than a Grandmaster because, you're 3,700 rated, if you know what
want
I'm
to
saying.
move your pieces, especially the pieces that haven't been used yet.
Ah, yes. So instead of moving any of my pieces, maybe stopping the bishop from coming here, I move a pawn one square that really doesn't do anything except for stop a knight from coming here, which you could have done with a different pawn and saved c5.
Or if you use a pawn, it's usually your c pawn, d pawn, and e pawn. So the three pawns in the middle.
You just said this pawn was an e pawn, sir? Did you? He said C, D, and E, and he went C, D, and E.
Those
Sir,
can also
you
be
are.
super useful. Because I played this pawn to c6 because I just wanted to support the center.
Yes, a center that was not under any attack, and we're not developing any of our pieces. All right,
because
thank
this
you.
pawn was only protected once. It was only protected once by the queen.
And it was only attacked once. I don't understand your point here. It was only attacked once, and it was only and it was defended. Okay, sure, it was only defended once. You want to defend it again? Go ahead.
And now that I have this specific
you want to
structure,
not develop any of your
I will
pieces?
start thinking, how can I start using my other pieces? I now will develop this bishop this way.
Oh, really? You're gonna hand it one move?
This way, the rook this way, and I will.
Oh, you're gonna hand the knight on this square? Oh, you're gonna hand your rook on this square?
Just have a lot of logical developing moves.
Yes,
that is how I came to
all
the
of those.
C6.
Definitely very
Is
logical.
Is this the only move? Of course not. Maybe somebody else would have said, well, I would play rook e8 here.
Rook
or I would
e8's
maybe
fine.
play b6 here.
I
And
would have
usually
gone
there are
c5
a
or
couple of
bishop
moves that you
f5.
can consider
b6 I would never
in
play.
every position. But our goal is just to simplify it and pick something that we are guaranteed it doesn't lose us the game, which is here pawn to c6.
Yeah, it doesn't
Whenever
lose,
your
but
opponent makes a
not the
move, of
best.
course, you do have to pause for a moment and think, is this doing something? Is this threatening something? So I am just looking here. What is it doing? Well, it's useless on the queen
no, you're
side,
looking
but
at
it is
the engine
attacking
that's
this
over
pawn
here, man.
on the king side. So I do have to be a little bit careful. There might always be a queen coming in, and then maybe they will.
Yeah, it's almost like you could have stopped all that by going bishop f5, or maybe c5, maybe c4 potentially, or taking. I mean, you are threatening some stuff. Could have stopped all that, but you chose not to.
Have some type of attack. I know from experience this is not going to work because I can always push the pawn to g6 if I really need
Which
to.
is currently the best move.
Anything to worry about. So we go back to the plan. Checks, no. Captures, no. Attacks.
You still have a
I
capture?
don't think
You
so.
have bishop takes
So
d4?
we get to the optimization stage.
It's not a good move, but you said we have to analyze it, so I'm analyzing it, man. Bishop
Let's
takes
just
d4,
pick one
pawn
of them,
takes.
just one of them, and move it to a
Okay,
different
now
square.
now
Now
this is a
we have
thing,
a
but
rook
it's
that's
defended
doing a
better.
little bit more than it was doing on the previous move. So
Actually,
that's
at least
just
that's true.
perfect. My opponent plays knight to
You
f3.
literally have
Again,
to get
I'm
your bishop
looking,
out
does
now.
this do anything? They have some pressure here, and I see that maybe
Yeah, so pin it,
they might be
Jesus.
planning to put the knight on e5 in the future, but right now it's already protected twice, so we don't really have any issues. No checks, no captures, no attacks, so
Again, this is a capture. You said we should analyze them all, right? That's a capture.
I'm again looking to find just a very simple move.
You have a check too. Rook takes e3. That's a check. You said we had to calculate everything.
I am looking to play the move bishop to g4.
I'm looking
But
at that too,
whenever you
man.
play a piece,
Difference between me and you is I would play that in 0.1 seconds, and you would take 15 seconds, along with all of your other moves.
Far into the opponent's position, you always have to be careful. Is my piece actually safe there? And I will show you what I mean.
Yeah,
By
it's
so
very.
let's say we
Oh,
play
you're pulling up the analysis board. Oh, see, the board changed color. There's settings. You literally just pulled up the analysis board mid-match. Now, yes, I have like cheated against bots before because I want to test out if my engine is better than it, but I don't use it as an educational thing. I just post it randomly as an engine versus engine game. I don't claim to have actually played the thing.
bishop to g4. The only thing I am looking at is what are my opponent's responses. We cannot forget about that. And for their
Yeah, you
responses,
really
I also
can't.
look at the same things. I look at checks, captures. This is a check and a capture.
Are you seriously about to say that knight g5 check is a tactic discovering that's just a trade and you're already down
And I was
pieces
just looking
white?
like maybe there is something like they have some discovery check.
No, there is not, sir.
And then
You just take that and they take. You have two pieces versus one. Now, you might have to do some defending, but of course you say not to defend, so your opponent's probably going to win anyway when you play something like this and, hang mate.
they open up an attack against my bishop. But I already see just by looking at this that they would be sacrificing two pieces
Great
for a piece
job,
and a pawn.
man.
So
You
I
had to look
always
at
do
an
some quick
engine to see that.
calculation to see what my opponent can do as well.
You literally just pulled up the analysis board with an engine on the side to show us why you're playing the best move. You
Here I saw that there was nothing, so we can just develop the bishop. They castle.
sure.
Or turn.
You want
Any
to get the
checks?
knight out
No.
now.
Any captures? Yes, we have a capture.
No, you have three captures actually. You have 1, 2, and 3. You said we have to analyze all of them, right?
We can give away the bishop for a knight. Should we do that?
That's
no.
not great.
It's not because we have a capture that we should play it. I usually only play captures if they lead to a specific benefit. And
Benefit? Really? Because last time you said don't trade pieces in one of your other videos as the thumbnail, right? You said don't trade pieces, so apparently you don't trade pieces. So why are you saying you play captures if they lead to a specific benefit? The math is not mathing here.
here there is no benefit at all. It's just trading, and they even get the queen out. Plus, you are giving away a bishop for a knight, which is most of the time not what you want to do. So definitely
This
taking
guy's
that
just
would be the
spitting
wrong
out
move.
everything you
Any
see
attacks?
for free
I
on
don't think
YouTube.
so.
Like, just
So
go
we go
find a
back to,
better
is there any way to
person to
optimize? Well,
do
still,
this with.
3 of the pieces are on the starting square. Let's just pick
Yeah,
one of them and move it
like you
to a
could have
different
just
square.
played this and
Nothing
say
too
get your
spectacular.
pieces out.
They play h3. Okay, what does this do? It
They
attacks
want
my
you to
bishop.
take so that
So
they
from
can attack you
all of
much
the possible
faster.
legal moves I have, I now have to pick, but it's very
1,
easy
2.
to pick because my bishop is under attack. So I basically only have 2 choices. I either go back or I take.
No, you have 2 choices by going back, if you don't want to trade pieces because you said not to trade pieces, right?
Going back, I think I could go here, blocking my own piece, not looking too great. I could go to h5, I think, keep up the pressure, or I could exchange for the knight. Which move is the best, exchanging or going back? Honestly, doesn't matter at this point. Those moves won't lose us the game.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
But I already said I won't be
Oh yeah, you
exchanging
look over here to
my
check.
bishop for a knight without any clear reason.
All right, well we'll see. Now it damages the structure. So you're gonna take now.
Without any clear call. Okay, and my opponent plays queen to b3. As always, I have a quick look. What is this doing? Oh, it's attacking a pawn on b7, and this one is unprotected. So my opponent might be winning a pawn.
What are you gonna
That's
do
just
about
something
that?
to keep in mind.
Are you gonna play
So black to
queen
play, what is the
b6 and
best
trade
move? We keep
pieces?
in mind that we have some problems, but we also look at our own opportunities first. Checks, no. Captures, well, yes, we can still capture the knight. Previously, I said that was a terrible move because it didn't really accomplish anything.
Let me guess. Is this the top engine move currently? I'm gonna take subtitles off so that I can analyze this a little bit easier. I don't have to edit the position. Oh, would you look at that? It is. Oh my goodness. Of course.
But now it does accomplish something. If we take, they have to take
Oh,
back with the
yeah,
pawn.
damage is the.
That
Oh,
doubles. But now it
holy.
does doubles pawns are a weakness. So now we have a clear
Oops.
reason why this move might be good. We just need to keep in mind
He's
that we
pulling
also
up
have
the
something going
analysis
on in our
board again. He literally just pulled up the analysis board. You can't do that. And you can't frame it as your. Okay, I'm actually done. How does this game end?
four looks like it traps the knight, but that's not great. I think we can honestly just push this.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah, and
you're looking over
I think we
here.
can just keep pushing.
You're looking over
I think
here
I'm just
again.
going to see. Yeah, they can do whatever. Doesn't really matter.
That was not the best.
Yeah,
Move
and
the
now
best
they
move,
have pieces tied up in the defense of this square, so that's not looking great for them. And I think eventually here it's going to
He
collapse.
keeps
As long as
looking
I
over
always
here.
keep pushing.
He's. Oh my lord, this is so
So
obvious.
the
His
knight is
game
already
is
out
up.
of the
He
game.
keeps
And
looking
if I
over
play
here for the
f3, the
engine.
bishop is completely trapped. Look at this. The bishop has nowhere to go.
Oh my
We
god,
just stand
you looked at that again. How do you need the engine here?
next to their knight.
I will give him credit though. He is doing a great job at talking and cheating. Dr. Lupo, he ain't got nothing on this guy.
That bishop is lost. We take it with the rook, and now we
Wait,
go
did he
next to
need
their
it?
knight. That bishop is the bishop has nowhere
Did he
to
need
go.
the engine for that?
We just
Okay, he
stand
needs the
next to
engine
their
for
knight.
this.
That bishop is lost. We take it.
Oh my lord, he needed the engine to take a free bishop.
The rook, and now we will be promoting
He
on
needs
the
the
next
engine
move,
again.
and we make a queen. Yeah, and
Why
I will
is
end it
he-
here because of course this should be easy. You just well, I'm going to show you what I would do in a real game. I would actually
In a real game? Oh, so this game's not real, and that's why it's okay to cheat. I see.
do this. Just give away my rook for the knight because now it's super easy, right? We can even just push, make some extra queens, and it's going to be easy checkmate. So please try to use this strategy and leave a comment to let me know how.
I'll leave a comment. Great video. Yep, I will leave a comment. I will like my own comment too, because why not? Dislike this video. So that's about it. This guy is very clearly a cheater, as you saw with his eye movement and all of his accounts being banned. And yeah, see ya.